And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, back here again on a Wednesday night for the BAM Racing Videos Late Model Series. And tonight, a little bit of a special track. We're going to be running the LA Coliseum for 125 laps here tonight. 12 drivers only showing up here this evening, so it's going to be a little bit of a smaller field, but still going to put on some great racing. Guys still going for the championship here as well. Guys like Aaron Raymond in the number 68. He's been up front for most of these races. Let's see what he can do here tonight at the LA Coliseum. Only a few minutes left in practice. These guys are in a driver meeting right now. And it is almost time for us actually to head down trackside. So we're going to just go ahead and wait for the word from race control and get ready to start this thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Got to head down trackside to start pre-race ceremonies. We're going to go ahead and pass it off to Joshua Rutherford for tonight's National Anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here at the LA Coliseum on TrueSimProductions for the BAM Racing Videos Late Models. These drivers are getting ready to go into qualifying. One driver already out on track. That's the number 42 of Kyle Wildman Wellman. These guys get 5 minutes and 2 laps around this track, and I think everybody's going to be qualifying rather quickly here tonight. Track position is going to be key at such a small venue. Wellman on lap 1, coming out of turn number 4 and across the line. He's going to set the first time of qualifying, a 14.25. Chris Carroll goes top of the charts with a 13.96. Wellman out of turn 4 and across the line for his second lap. Goes a little bit slower, going to hang on to 4th position right now. Tyler Johnson out there with quick time, a 13.91 for the number 5. Brian Zimmerman just finished up his second lap there. Good enough for 3rd position at 14.02, sorry. Guy Barrett knocking him out of 3rd position with a 13.97. Tanner Marr out there in 6th. Frank Barbary finishing up his qualifying run. Pretty much everybody finishing up their runs right now. Chummy Miller finishing up his first lap of 14.23. Good enough for 9th position right now for the 6th of Chummy Miller. So Aaron Raymond being last week's winner, ladies and gentlemen, is all for every Crooked Line Racing Series. Last week's winner is going to the back of the field, so Aaron Raymond not going to be able to qualify here this evening. Dustin Lamb also looking like he's not going to be taking a qualifying lap, so everybody who has taken a time or wanted to take a time has taken a time. We got about 2.5 minutes left here in qualifying. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in here on a Wednesday night to TrueSimProductions. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe and like the video. We greatly appreciate it. And go check out Mullet Music Productions. Give Josh a little bit of support for doing our National Anthem. Don't be afraid. Put who you're going for out in chat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what driver I'm going for tonight. It's going to be a good race. Tough. A lot of good drivers out here tonight. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just getting some stuff ready to go here on the back end. About 30 seconds left here in qualifying. It looks like Tyler Johnson's going to hold on to the pole here this evening. And Chris Carroll is going to be on the outside. That's going to be your front row. All right, you see it there, ladies and gentlemen. The torch is lit here at the LA Coliseum. Drivers are starting to grid up, which means we got to start getting through that field. Tyler Johnson in that number 5 is going to be starting on pole position, with Chris Carroll on the number 97 to his outside in second. Guy Barrett in that 02 machine is going to be rolling off in third position, with Brian Zimmerman in the 28 to his outside in fourth. Larry Bell is going to be starting in fifth in the number 43, with Tanner Marr in the number 4 to his outside in sixth. Frank Barbary in the number 26 is going to be starting seventh, with Brandon Meller to his outside in the number 15. Shummy Miller in the 06 is going to be starting in ninth position, with Kyle Wildman Wellman in the 42 to his outside in 10th, and Aaron Raymond again to the rear of the field, being last week's winner. He's got to start back there in 11th, and Dustin Lamb to his outside in 12th. And ladies and gentlemen, small field here at the LA Coliseum. Still going to put on a great show here. 125 laps. It's time to get these guys going. Flagman signaling to the drivers, 1 lap to green here at the LA Coliseum. They're getting ready to go. Pace car is going to duck on into the infield, and out of turn number 4, Flagman's going to go ahead and wave the green flag, and we are underway here at the LA Coliseum. They're going to go side by side down into turns 1 and 2, and side by side for the race lead as they come off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Tyler Johnson trying to hold on as we're going to be under the yellow flag. Frank Barbary already having some issues back there in the back of the pack. We saw him go around. See if we can't get a replay of what happened to old Frank Barbary here. There's a restart, a little bumping and banging there. Gets into the 15. 15's going to wall ride. Let's go ahead and go back and look at number 15 of Mettler here on the outside. Yeah, they just make slight contact, and it just pushes them up into the wall. Chummy Miller getting through there. Aaron Raymond doing a good job getting on the binders, trying to slow that car down to avoid it. Race leader still Tyler Johnson here, lap 3 of 125, and I'm assuming these pace laps are going to go really quickly here at the Coliseum. So we're going to stick around, see how long it actually takes before we get to go back green flag race, and I believe we might be starting single file here as well, ladies and gentlemen. So the pace car lights are off. Field's going to be in the hands of Tyler Johnson, this time coming out of turn number 4. Pace car's back onto the infield. Down in the restart zone, and we fire him back off. We're back underway. Lap 6 of 125, single file restart. Doesn't look like Chris Carroll's going to be able to get a good enough run here to make a move on the 5 of Tyler Johnson. Johnson's doing a really great job holding that bottom line, and of course, that's going to be the only way around this racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. Pinning it down, almost tapping that inside wall as they come off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Chris Carroll, fastest lap of the race last time by a 14.06. He is coming. He's just got to find a way to get around that number 5. Very, very tough to pass here. Let's go on board with Chris Carroll. As he takes a peek to the inside. It's going to be side by side for the race lead. 97 for Chris Carroll. Almost clears him going down the back straightaway. He's going to send it down into turns 3 and 4. Great shot right there. He's going to clear him coming off turn 4. New race leader Chris Carroll on lap 10 here of 125. Let's go through the field here. Tyler Johnson now back to second place. Guy Barrett there running in third, with Brian Zimmerman holding on to the 4th position. Then he got a little bit of a gap, almost a full second back to the number 4, Tanner Marr. Then right behind him is that 43 of Larry Bell. Aaron Raymond already up 4 spots since the start of this race, lap 12 of 125 here at the LA Coliseum. Raymond still got a long way to go to get his way up towards the front. Kyle Wildman Wellman up 2 positions since the start of this race. Heavy front end damage, that late model, but trying to get everything you can here tonight. Sitting there in 8th position. Chummy Miller right behind him in the number 6. Then you go back to 10th position is Dustin Lamb. Brandon Mettler, we saw him get into the wall on that first start. Heavy damage to that late model here this evening. I guarantee that car's hurting here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That thing just looks like it's hurting. And Frank Barbary put it on pit road and hasn't come back out yet. Chris Carroll last time by, fastest lap of the race, 13.93 here on lap 15. You see the gap. You see the gap right there from race leader to Tyler Johnson. Johnson's kind of in a world of his own right now. He's got some breathing room in front of him and behind him. Guy Barrett last time by actually ran a full 10th quicker than Tyler Johnson. As we take a look back here, Brian Zimmerman and Guy Barrett. Zimmerman's trying to get around the 0-2 right now. This is a battle for third position. See Zimmy, he's taking a little bit of an interesting line there. Guy Barrett's all the way down to the bottom side of the racetrack, almost clipping that inside wall. Zimmy changed his line back up right there again, trying to get everything he can out of it. It's going to be a momentum-based track, ladies and gentlemen. We say it every week, but this is one of them tracks. It's so tiny that you definitely have to stay in your rhythm here. As you see, Tanner Marr is starting to put together a few good laps in a row here, sitting there in 5th position, starting to catch up to Brian Zimmerman. As I say that, looks like he might have pushed a little bit tight there going into 3 and 4. Back up to the front of the field. Chris Carroll starting to catch up to some lap traffic. Tyler Johnson got around Brandon Mettler right there. Guy Barrett and Brian Zimmerman, a little bit of contact. We're going to be seeing a lot of that tonight. So Chris Carroll's now out to almost a 2-second lead, just putting down consistent lap times in that number 97. Having a great run out here as we take a lap 24 of 125. Laps just ticking off rather quickly now that we got a green flag run going. True short track racing here on Crooked Line, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
Back live at the LA Coliseum here on TrueSimProductions for the BAM Racing Videos Late Model Series. Presented by Crooked Line Racing, and Chris Carroll is now only out to about a 2.5 lead. Guy Barrett has managed to get his way around Tyler Johnson in the number 5, and so did Brian Zimmerman. Now these two are starting to run down race leader Chris Carroll. This is a great shot of the track we have right here, ladies and gentlemen. You see it, Guy Barrett doing a great job. He's been almost 3 to 4 tenths faster than Chris Carroll a lap for the past 3 or 4 laps here. Lap 35 of 125 coming to complete it. Give Chris Carroll the race lead, but only by 7 tenths of a second right now. go back and take a look at Guy Barrett here in the 0-2. Take a look at his lap times. His best lap times compared to his last lap times. He ran a 2.69 that lap to Carroll's 1.17. So he was a little bit slower that time. Now starting to lose a little bit of ground to the number 97. And now you look at Brian Zimmerman all over the back bumper of that 0-2 machine. Just can't seem to figure out a way to get around him right now. But you see the patience in these drivers, just trying to wait for him to make a mistake. Because right now, Tyler Johnson, now a little door-to-door contact between the 5 and the 28 as they go down the back straightaway. And now Tyler Johnson takes back over third position from Brian Zimmerman. Great racing here at the LA Coliseum. So Tanner Marr is actually starting to catch up to these guys once again. Tanner Marr still holding on to that 5th position. Larry Bell in the 43 right behind him. And Aaron Raymond, surprisingly, kind of struggling right now. Running 14.4 second lap times pretty consistently here, but only holding on to 7th. A little bit of right side damage to that late model as well. I'm wondering if that might be affecting the handling of that race car. Chris Carroll comes out of turn number 4 and across the line to start lap 43, coming up on the lap traffic of Brandon Mettler one more time here. Right now, Chummy Miller is the first car, 1 lap down. Brandon Mettler about to go 2 laps down right now. Mettler probably hoping for a caution to come down and take the one faster pair they get in this league to try and get that thing back out there and salvage this race. Guy Barrett still holding on to 2nd position right now as we take lap 45 of 125 here this evening. Tyler Johnson starting to slip a little bit backwards from the 0-2. And Brian Zimmerman actually starting to fall just a little bit back as well. But Brian Zimmerman that time by was the fastest car on the racetrack with a 14.24. So Brian Zimmerman putting down some consistent lap times here at the Coliseum. Was listening to the drivers before the race, kind of talking about maybe some of their strategies here tonight. They're not going to have to worry about fuel, but they are going to have to worry about saving those right side tires. With a track this small, they're turning the wheel a lot here. Let's actually go on board with Brian Zimmerman right now, and you can see him on the left-hand side. Watch how much he turns the wheel just to get it to go. This car does not like to turn here, ladies and gentlemen. There's a better angle of it right here. You see him trying to catch up to the 5 of Tyler Johnson to take over that 3rd position, but can't get a run off the corner. It is just so difficult to pass here. Brian Zimmerman getting into the wall a little bit there. Everybody, you heard him kind of working that throttle. Oh, the 0-2 and the 5 make contact coming out of turn 4. Let's see what the 0-2 is going to do. Is he going to pinch the 5 down? Tyler's got a good run going down the back straightaway. But Guy Barrett trying to hold on that outside lane, but can't. Now Brian Zimmerman to the inside. Down into turns 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side back here for the 3rd position. Brian Zimmerman and the 0-2 of Guy Barrett make contact coming out of turn 2. Now Tanner Marr looking to the inside of Guy Barrett coming out of 4. They're going to make contact. Brian Zimmerman's going to go around. Under caution for the 2nd time this evening. Tanner Marr, Guy Barrett, Brian Zimmerman involved. Let's go back and take a look at what happened here. Coming off turn 4, you see Guy kind of comes down a little bit. Let's take one more look at it. Gets into the wall, comes down. Tanner gets into the left rear. And that just in turn turns Brian Zimmerman around. Unfortunate for the number 28. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're under caution for the second time this evening. We're going to go ahead and shout out another one of our sponsors. We'll be right back. Back live here at the Coliseum on TrueSimProductions. Nobody deciding to come down pit road. Chris Carroll hangs on to the race lead. Tyler Johnson now running second. Guy Barrett back to third position. Tanner Marr up to fourth. And remember, everybody, no lane change rule here now. Or I'm sorry, not lane change rule, but no choose cone rule now. So Chris Carroll's going to have the advantage being able to start on the inside. Tyler Johnson kind of at a disadvantage right now on this restart. Let's see what happens. Pace car is going to come on into the infield. Chris Carroll fires them off. We're back underway. Great start by the number 97. We're going to go barreling down into turns 1 and 2. Tanner Marr trying to hang on the outside. Guy Barrett's got a good run down the back straightaway. And now look, you got Aaron Raymond back up into the mix. He's going to get into the 0-2, get him sideways. Great job by Guy Barrett hanging on to that late model, but that moves Tanner Marr up into the third position. Guy Barrett back there in fourth. Aaron Raymond hanging on to fifth. Kyle Wildman Wellman back there in sixth. Aaron Raymond's going to take a peek to the inside of Barrett. They're all going to stack up inside the corner, and Barrett's going to go around. We got to get a replay on that. Taking a look at it here, ladies and gentlemen. Goes down in the corner. I mean, 68 was there. Guy kind of pinched him down into the wall, and the 68 really didn't have anywhere to go. And in turn put Guy Barrett into the outside wall. Under caution for the third time this evening here. Lap 64 of 125 at the LA Coliseum. Everybody make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, helps us out a ton. We are live on TrueSimProductions almost every day of the week. I'm sure you'll find some sort of good racing content that you enjoy to watch here on our channel, and I greatly appreciate you coming out and checking us out. All right, pace car lights are off. We're going to re-rack them, restack them, fire them back off one more time. Chris Carroll's going to be in control here. Coming to lap 68 of 125. Pace car's going to come on in the infield. Carroll fires him off. We're back underway. Another great jump for the number 97 as we go barreling down into 1 and 2. Tyler Johnson getting a little sideways on entry there. Might have sent it a little too deep. Had to get on the binders a little bit harder. Tanner Marr looking to the inside of Aaron Raymond. Raymond on the outside, trying to hold on to it in that number 68 machine. He's now going to be under pressure from the 43 of Larry Bell. They almost make contact going down the back straightaway. Tanner Marr holding on to third position as we come out of turn number 4 across the line for lap 70 of 125 here at the LA Coliseum. Racing hard back here for 5th position. Larry Bell to the inside of Aaron Raymond. Aaron Raymond going backwards. Brian Zimmerman now to the inside of the number 68 coming off turn number 4. Down into 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side back here for the 5th position. Raymond trying to hold on to it. Zimmy trying to take it right now. Coming out of 4. Almost gets clear of him, but just can't quite do it. Let's see if he can get him here. Going down into 1 and 2. Oh, looks like Raymond, yeah, he missed his braking zone just a little bit. That allowed Zimmy to take advantage of his mistake. And now Kyle Wildman Wellman back there. He's going to move up into 6th. Aaron Raymond just went from 4th place all the way back to 7th on one restart, ladies and gentlemen. That's how quick it can happen. Big sideways by the number 42, Kyle Wellman, as he comes out of turn 4. Raymond all over the back bumper. Oh, Zimmy. What a move by the number 28 of Brian Zimmerman. I think Larry Bell might have gotten into the outside wall right there. And Zimmy saw it, took advantage of the mistake, sent it down in the corner. Now Zimmy up to 4th place. Great move by the number 28. It's going to be 50 laps to go this time by, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Carroll out front. 1 second between him and Tyler Johnson, and Tanner Marr all over the back bumper of that number 5. Oh, looks like Tanner's going to make a move right here, going down into 3 and 4. Nice move by the number 4, Tanner Marr. Almost pulled a slide job here at the Coliseum. Gets around Tyler Johnson. Johnson's going to cross him back over down the back straightaway. Great short track racing here. Tanner's going to go ahead and give him plenty of room. Zimmerman has to get on the binders, check up. They made just a little bit of contact there coming off turn 4. Back a little bit further. Wellman and Bell, they make a little bit of door contact. Rubbins racing here with 46 laps to go. Chris Carroll now out to about a 2.5 second lead over 2nd place Tanner Marr. We saw Marr get around the 5 of Tyler Johnson, now doing a great job hanging on to it. 44 laps to go here at the Coliseum. We're going to take one more commercial break, and we'll be right back.
horsepower bar.
Back live here at the LA Coliseum under caution once again. We had a driver stop on the backstretch. I think the engine let go on the 06 of Chummy Miller. He had to stop it on the racing surface, climb out of that car immediately, which put us under caution here. Unfortunately, our camera crew not able to get a replay on it here this evening, but pace car lights are off. We're getting ready to fire them off one more time. Now, what's Tyler Johnson going to do now that he has the advantage of starting on the inside lane? Because now Tanner Marr is going to be stuck up on that high side. Chris Carroll, though, still the race leader. He's going to be able to fire him off one more time. Out of turn 4, he fires him off. We're back underway. Great restart again for the number 97 of Chris Carroll. We go down to the 1 and 2. Tyler Johnson going to give a little bump to the 4 of Tanner Marr just to let him know he's there. Tanner did a really good job getting around the 5, getting a good jump, maintaining that second position. We got 36 laps to go here at the Coliseum. Everybody doing a good job, single filing out really quick. Aaron Raymond still stuck back there in 6th position. He's been all the way up to almost 2nd, and now he's falling all the way back to 6th. Kind of struggling a little bit back there. Larry Bell also was another driver we seen up near the front of the field. Now running back there in 7th, trying to work his way back up. Not many laps to do it. These laps tick off really quick here. Tanner Marr doing everything he can, trying to get out to Chris Carroll. Chris Carroll is doing a good job getting in his rhythm, setting some good lap times right now. He's about a 10th faster than Tanner Marr. .32 laps to go this time by. Tanner Marr was a little bit quicker than Chris Carroll that lap. I'm wondering if Chris Carroll might have smoked those front tires. They might be hurting a little bit here. Everybody pretty much single filed out right now, doing a good job. Looks like Tanner Marr actually got a little loose coming off of turn number 4. Oh, it looks like he might be pushing pretty tight there too. Gets into the wall a little bit coming out of 4 once again. 29 laps to go. Still plenty of time left for someone to catch this 97 machine and take home this win here at the Coliseum. Who's it going to be? Tyler Johnson still behind Tanner Marr. Running a little bit slower than the 4 car right now, but hanging on to that 3rd position. Same with the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. Oh, we got problems. Aaron Raymond. Problems for the 68. 68 going around. Let's go back and take a look at what happened. Looks like him and Wellman might have got into it. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That was really interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Let's go back and take another look at it. I mean, yeah, that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. It almost turned the 42 of Wellman around. Larry Bell doing a good job getting around these guys, but we're going to be back under the caution flag here one more time. under caution here with 24 laps to go. Chris Carroll's been pretty much dominant all night, hanging on to that race lead, getting good jumps on these restarts. Tanner Marr's been doing good, holding on to that second position. All right, here we go. We're going to double file them back up one more time. Take the green flag. It's going to be 21 laps to go for Chris Carroll. Can he hold on to it? Out of turn number 4. Green flag back out in the air here. Chris Carroll looks like he might have got a little loose coming out of turn number 4, getting on the gas there. Might have spun the tires just a little bit. 21 laps to go. Tanner Marr doing a good job holding on to second place once again. And same with Tyler Johnson hanging on to third. How about Wellman, though? Up to 4th, taking a peek to the inside of Johnson down the back straightaway. Johnson scraping the inside wall a little bit. Now hitting the outside retaining wall. Wellman's going to go down the corner, give him a little shot, let him know he's there. He's trying to get around. Kyle Wellman wants that third spot, wants to get up here and get interviewed in the TrueSimProductions booth. Gets loose coming off turn 4. Great save by the number 42. Chris Carroll doing a good job once again, hanging on to the race lead. Pulled out to about a second right now, running about a 10th faster than Tanner Marr at this second. Tanner Marr got a little loose there coming off turn 2. He's trying to hold off Tyler Johnson for third. Brian Zimmerman making a move around Kyle Wellman. He's going to get loose coming off the corner. We're almost 3 wide going out into turns 1 and 2. That's not going to work. Zimmy doing a good job. He got around Kyle Wellman right now. That was a great move again by the number 28. Back up to the front. 15 laps to go. Coming to 14 for the 97 of Chris Carroll. About a 1.5 seconds out right now over Tanner Marr. Tanner Marr doing everything he can to hold on to Tyler Johnson. Johnson giving him a little bit of a bumper right there in 1 and 2. Let's go on the roof cam here at Tyler Johnson. This is just great racing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm loving this. Down in the corner. Oh, almost gets him one more time right there. Coming out of turn 4. 12 laps to go this time by. Chris Carroll's just out to an insane rhythm right now. I mean, just doing a great job here. Coming out of turn number 4, he's going to get 10 laps to go this time by. Tanner Marr still trying to hold off Tyler Johnson. Johnson's going to give him a little shot once again. If I know Tanner, he's basically telling him, hey, you want it, you're going to have to move me for it. Both drivers getting a little loose coming out of turn number 4, or turn 2, I'm sorry. Wow, I'm all screwed up. 8 laps to go. Tanner gets loose again. Oh, he's going to get into the back of him. Johnson now to the inside of Tanner Marr coming out 4. They're going to door bang each other again. Great racing back here for 2nd and 3rd. Tanner's going to give him a shot back in turn 2. These guys are racing so hard that Chris Carroll's just pulling away. 6 laps to go, catching up to some lap traffic right now. Tanner Marr and Tyler Johnson duking it out for 2nd. Chris Carroll just got 5 laps to go from the flag man. Can Tanner Marr get back up to the bumper of Tyler Johnson? Johnson's starting to pull away right now. As we got one on the... Oh, man. The 10 of Dustin Lamb. Kind of got in the way just a little bit there. Everybody doing a good job to get around them. Caution flag out with 4 laps to go. Looks like the 68, the 15, the 2 might have been involved here. So a little bit of contact, no harm, no foul right there. So far, so good. I'm not seeing nothing on this replay so far. It gives them another little shot right there in the 2. Yeah, again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure. It was showing me that these guys had a couple incidents. We're trying to see what happened here. I think it was another case of another driver's engine letting go. These guys are putting every bit of horsepower they can out there tonight on this short track, especially with it being nighttime and the cooler weather. All right, so we're going to go into overtime. Can Chris Carroll hold on, or can Tyler Johnson make something happen? How about Tanner Marr back there in 3rd? Could be Brian Zimmerman's night once again. We'll see what happens here. I'm excited. The lights are off on the pace car. It's time to go. Crooked line overtime. Can Chris Carroll hold these guys off? Oh, it's going to be a wild one here at the Coliseum. You see everybody's ready to go. They want a piece of Carroll. They want to try and get it. They want this win bad. Here we go. Coming out at 4. Carroll fires them off once again. We're back underway. It's going to be 2 laps to go. Down into 1 and 2. Johnson's going to send it in. So does Marr. Nobody can get to the 97. Down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4. Johnson sends it in one more time. Carroll coming out of turn number 4. White flag in the air for Chris Carroll. Down the back straightaway for the final time for the number 97 and into turns 3 and 4. Great performance all night by the 97. Chris Carroll takes home another one. This winning moment has been brought to you by USAFirearms.com. Go hit up Brian Zimmerman on USAFirearms.com and get you something today. Chris Carroll's trying to do a burnout. Not so easy at a small track like this, I can promise you that. These guys got to go through post-race inspection. We're going to go ahead and shout out our sponsors one more time. When we come back, post-race interviews. Stick around.
3 laps here. We're underway here at Horsepower Bar.
And we are back live here at the LA Coliseum here on TrueSimProductions, and we're catching up with our third place finisher. That's the number 28 of Brian Zimmerman. And Brian, the first question I got to ask, how chaotic was that for you tonight?
It was chaotic, man. This little track is a handful.
We rode on board with you a couple times there, saw you kind of cranking that wheel. I mean, was it tough to get around this track here tonight?
It was, and it's just hard to pass without making contact. You've got to make contact with the guy in front of you, or he'll make a mistake to make a move on somebody. And I really don't like to race that way, so it goes against my nature to really bump someone to try to pass. So it's just a tough race to run if you're trying to be if you're trying to race with a bunch of friends.
So what was going through your mind there on that last restart? You guys were getting a good green flag run there, and then the caution came out. Did you think you had something there, or were you kind of content riding where you was?
I was setting to 25X, and one more contact and I would have been DQ'd. So I'd gotten a lot of contact early in the race, running there in the middle of the pack, and I couldn't push it because if I got up on someone and bumped them, I was going to be DQ'd. If I got bumped from behind, I was going to be DQ'd. So I was just trying to keep from making contact with anybody was the name of my game the last really 75 laps.
All right, man. Well, hey, great job on coming home in third place tonight. Who you got a shout out on number 28?
Always thank Tanner Marr for running the league for us. Thank you for doing the broadcast, those Pit Lizard guys I run with in the league, and just all the people's viewing, my wife, Amanda, and love her, and brother-in-law Andrew, he's watching, my sister, Samantha, and my nephew, Brody. So looking forward to seeing them this weekend, and we are, that's about it, man. Appreciate all you do.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on your third place finish. We'll see you again next week.
Thanks, Sam. Have a good one, bud.
That was your third place finisher, Brian Zimmerman, the number 28. Now we got to talk to our second place finisher. That would be the number 5 of Tyler Johnson. Had a big battle there with Tanner Marr, and that's the first thing I want to ask you about is, was he kind of holding you up there? We saw you give him the bumper a few times. Kind of walk me through that battle there with Tanner Marr.
Yeah, after I guess the second to last restart, I think Tanner was having a handful, and I was just it was gripping, and I was trying to get to him, trying to get around him, but it's just so hard to pass.
So once you got around him, I mean, you guys had a good green flag run going there. Did you think you were going to be able to catch Carroll, or were you kind of happy to see that caution come out and get another shot at it?
I definitely was happy. I was not going to catch Carroll, and then that caution came out. My best bet was maybe I can drive it in and start pushing him a little bit, but I wasn't going to beat him outright.
So on that last restart, did you kind of misjudge it just a little bit? Did he get a good jump on you there? He was kind of playing, I wouldn't say restart games all night, but he was going in different spots. Do you think if you would have saw when he was going to go a little bit sooner, you think you might have had him there?
Possibly. On the restarts on the outside, I was just more worried about if Tanner got a good start, then he'd be on my inside, so I didn't want to dive down in front of him and stuff, so I think I was a little bit conservative on those.
Well, hey, you put on a great show trying to get back up into second place. Congratulations on your second place. Who you got a shout out on the number 5?
Oh, yeah, I just want to shout out to my mom and dad and my friends that are watching and 5 King Motorsports.
All right, man. Well, like I said, congratulations again on second place, and we'll see you again next week.
All right, I'll be there.
That was the second place finisher, Tyler Johnson, in the number 5 machine. Now we got to talk to the man of the hour once again here. We seem to talk to Chris Carroll quite a bit here on TrueSimProductions, but climbing out of that late model right now is the number 97 of Chris Carroll, taking home the win tonight, man. Pretty good rhythm track, I'd say. You got out there, got out to the lead, and kind of never looked back. Walk me through it.
Yeah, Tyler put a good Q lap down, and I thought I was going to go to the back there, and I got pretty lucky that he made a mistake early and just kind of cruised out there, and I didn't want to use up too much tire, and I didn't want to do a lot of stuff, and then I saw guys take tires, and I was like, oh, we might be in trouble, but I think them guys all racing back there was really the big difference, because I didn't have anyone to race. It was just clean laps, you know.
So we asked Tyler how he felt on that last restart. Were you did you want to see that last caution? Like, were you comfortable? You think you could have beat those guys, or were you worried once you saw that yellow flag?
I did not want to see that yellow flag. I was chilling out there, having a good time, thinking, okay, just, run a couple more laps nice and clean, and then the yellow came out, and you gotta, I mean, you know what it's like out there, Sam. You drive, you gotta be prepared for everything, but it definitely, you gotta reset and go through your motions again and make sure you get the car pointed right and you don't make a mistake in one. I did that early in the race. Tyler almost got me. I made a big mistake going into one, so it can definitely be done there, but you just got to reset mentally and be prepared for it, man.
Well, hey, coming home with another win here in Crooked Line. Who you got to shout out on the number 97?
I got to thank USAFirearms.com. I got to thank the Pit Lizard Boys. I got to thank you guys at TSP. I got to thank Chummy for donating some money tonight and helping this league keep going. It was pretty awesome. I got to thank BAM Racing Videos, Sam. I forget him every time I'm on here. BAM Racing Videos, go watch him out there. And got to thank my folks out there for watching and all my friends and family that watch me do this.
All right, Chris. Hey, congratulations on another win here tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for not making fun of me for the burnouts. Appreciate it, bud.
That was number 97 of Chris Carroll taking home the win here this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and get your race results up on the screen here. Race results on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, from the LA Coliseum. Chris Carroll, your race winner. Tyler Johnson coming home second. Brian Zimmerman in third. Larry Bell fourth. Kyle Wildman Wellman taking home fifth. Looks like Tanner Marr might have gotten into some trouble, fell all the way back to ninth. But the results are on your screen. Everybody take a peek at them. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. We got dirt tomorrow night, about 8:45 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to go live, so be sure to tune in for that tomorrow night here on TrueSimProductions. We just got a Twitter account, too, so go follow us on Twitter at TSP Broadcast. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.